Good afternoon, and welcome to the daily check-in for today, Thursday, August 5th. We are in Parashat Re'eh. We're in the midst of this grand speech that Moses gives to the Israelites while on the other side of the Jordan River. They're on the precipice of entering the Holy Land, and Moses takes this opportunity to talk for a very long time and review everything that they've gone through over these past 40 years and to review all of the things that they must do and how they must behave in order to really take full advantage of receiving the land of Israel, of receiving that good land and of living a good life once they get there. This week's portion, Re'eh, literally means see, and Moses says, "See, I've placed before you blessing and curse. Blessing if you follow these instructions which God commands us, and curse if you don't." And then we go on not just to hear about the blessings and the curses, but specifically many, many, many commandments of what the Israelites are to do. And these commandments can fall into different kinds of categories. They can be ritual commandments, they can be practical commandments, they're things they must do, ways that they must behave, but it makes me think actually of a phrase from Pirkei Avot, which may be well known to some of you, which is Al Shlosha Devarim, on three things does the world stand. Al HaTorah, on Torah, which in this case means on learning, on our study, on all of, learning those rules. Ve'al HaAvodah, which means on worship and prayer and spiritual elements, the work of worship and prayer. Ve'al Gemilut Chasadim, and on righteous acts, on being a good person. Now, we think of those as three very important things in Judaism: prayer, study, and doing good deeds. But it's not just that they are three things, but rather the world stands on those three things. What's the difference? The difference is, if you think of it like a three-legged stool, it doesn't stand with only two of them. So it's not you should be a good person and you should go to synagogue and you should study, but rather if you don't go to synagogue, maybe the study and being a good person won't really happen. If you aren't a good person, maybe you won't go to synagogue and study. If you don't study, how do you even know how to be a good person and what to do in synagogue? That the three elements are really intertwined. And that's what we have with all of these commandments in Parashat Re'eh, is instructions, ritual instructions, instructions on how to behave, how to be good people, how ritually to be good people. It's, I think, a lovely holistic view of Judaism, of what we must do in those three areas. So this traditional tune for Al Shlosha Devarim, on three things does the world stand: on Torah, on prayer, and on good deeds, righteous acts. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omer. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Al HaTorah ve'al HaAvodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al HaAvodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omer. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omer. Al HaTorah ve'al HaAvodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al HaAvodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim. Yai rai 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 rai, yai rai 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 rai, yai rai 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 rai, yai rai 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 rai. night.